What's going on, everybody? It's PapaStones coming back with another video. You know what time it is? It's Market Watch Wednesday. We're going to jump right into this. Next week, once pre-sales are off the tab, we'll probably just do strictly jump to Lightspeed to check it out. But for now, we're just going to go through it like a regular. So we got Carbonite boosters for $2.93, jump to Lightspeed boosters for $81. Twilight boxes for $55, Shadows for $70, and Spark for $93. Nothing too crazy there. We got Millennium Falcon still chilling at $25-ish. I could definitely see a world. That's crazy, actually. Let's go verified. Fully verified, you're looking $30. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Basically, once Han decided it wasn't getting any nerfs, Falcons went up. So keep that in mind. Falcon's going to be a good card. It's also in Kazuda, too, if you're planning on playing that. Darth Vader, on the other hand, sadly, I have yet to find a good home for him next set that I really enjoy. I mean, obviously, he'll still be in, like, the soft controls, I think, like the Kiras and stuff. But other than that, I don't know. It kind of feels bad, but oh well. Moving on. Triple Dark Raid has boomed. Oh, my. That's crazy work. $15 for a near or a light play foil. 1950. Oh, that's crazy. I mean, I've been saying to buy your Dark Raids forever since last set before Django went nuts. Really should have bought them. I think mine are about to get listed as soon as this video is over because I've been holding an extra set for a while, and that's good enough for me. Moving on, though, we got Luke's at $31.50. I think Blue Hero is alright still. I don't see why not. Vigilance still good. Kylo's tie. I ate my words already. We didn't get a better ship for a Django player specifically. So, I mean, I don't think this goes up at all, right? But I also don't think it goes down anytime soon, just because it's still going to be played. So, there is that. Poe, I think Poe could get better. We'll see. We'll check out the price range. I mean, it's still 25, right? I think Sabine and new Poe leader. I think there's options for this. It's definitely a decent one to have. If Holdo ever gets playable, probably not, but moving on, though, we do have pre-sale on the front page. It is Devastator, which makes sense. This is probably the best card from the set. $21. There's a bunch of them listed. I think 20 is a fair price for this, to be honest. I don't know if it gets any lower anytime soon. Once Store Showdowns start happening, it probably takes a dive, right? Because anyone will have access to them if they perform. But until then, who knows? I wouldn't buy these, to be honest. Unless you like really need them before a Store Showdown style thing, I wouldn't buy them, though. Cutting's still good, right? Obviously, all double aspect stuff. I'm just curious price range. I'm at $14. Boba, I think the boys. Oh, hey! You see that? $14, moderately played. $14. We're cruising back up. I believe in the cause. I think Boba has a home in Cad Bane next set. I just put out a video Monday talking about Cad Bane. I think Boba is super good in there specifically. Maybe his time to shine. Maybe he gets back to the glory days. Definitely not like the prime glory days, but who knows. Also Cad Bane, for Cad Bane. I ended up putting one of these in my main board and the other one in the side just because the list I was on, I don't know if it's right or wrong, it was on No Now There Are Two of Them, and I think that's where Cad Bane really shines, is with this. But still a good card regardless if you get to the 7 resource, so maybe worth looking into. Moving on, though, onto the second page, we got devs. I think these might finally make their way up. We're slowly creeping up right now. $11.50 for near mint. Forever it's sat at like 7, 8 to 10 range, right? But I think with Piet rolling around this will probably pick up because it will be in all of them. What else we got? Planetary Bombardment presale at 31. That also seems pretty steep to me for something that will probably be in a couple decks at most. But who knows? If you need them, you need them, I guess. Like, I would still wait till pre-sales are over to buy anything in general. Just because prices are always inflated. Snoke, on the other hand, I think is going to be solid again. I could see this going back up to like the 25 range where it was a month ago. I'm confused why it dropped down. Maybe people think it's too fast now, but I think Snoke's just a great option to have. Moving on, what else do we want to talk about here? We already talked about double aspects. They're always a good pickup. Ayala could be okay, right? Sideboard for later stuff. Still not too crazy, though. Red 3, I'm pretty sure a lot of decks that are going to be trying to make spaceship pilot stuff work will be on Red 3. Red 3 is already playable. Red 3 is good. Good card. Same with Hotshot DL. I was just talking about this with a buddy of mine. I'm trying to slot hot shots into my CAD list right now. I just don't know where they're going. I'll have to figure it out. But hot shot's too good to pass up on most of the time if you have the option to play it. So K2 is also a good card, but we're gonna move on. I don't really want to talk about K2. What else we got? Kylos to Hypers. Darth Vader presale. 17 seems steep to me. I don't know where this fits in. I know there's like, you could eject it, right? But what deck do you play this in, I guess? You could maybe play it in Django also. It does give you an ability to do some pinging on units that don't ping, but they got a lot of that already now. Like with the P38, IG2000, War Juggernaut. So in my list, at least, I didn't find a place for it, so maybe there's a place, though. I'm not too sure. Grievous, still haven't found a good home for him either. So he will probably stay pretty cheap unless there's a good aggro deck that's running him. But I don't know. I think Tarkin Town is going to run rampant again. So there's that. Han Solo. This is another one I'm not too sure about. It could stay at this price because it's definitely one of the better legendaries in the set. However, with the fact that they are in the weekly play packs, who knows for sure. So, something to keep in mind. You could just play weekly and hopefully pull them, right, rather than buying them. Turbo Laser Salvo at 15 isn't totally unreasonable, I don't think. It might be a little steep, to be honest, because it's also one of those things that's like only really good in Piet. So, Home 1, not a bad card. Let's see this actually. I'm just curious since the one. Near foil for $33. Huh. That is crazy work. Oh well. Let us keep going here. Still an AT hauler. I think this card's actually got a lot more use than some of the other legendaries, like wider use, right? Like it'll probably go in most aggro decks, although you'll probably resource it against control, right? But excuse me. 4 or 5 for 3 is nothing to scoff at, so I could see a world where this actually holds price better than some of the other cards we've seen. I mean, it's just not very flashy, I guess. So, I got to talk about DJ because I hate this card. $8. Han's still going to be good, right? If you don't have your DJs, you should buy them since they're not changing anything. So, definitely something to look out for there. On to the next. Let's see what we have here. A bunch of showcases. Tech for $4, still a good card. Ahsoka for $4, bad card. Fallen Lightsabers finally taking a dive. There we go, $1.45. Who remembers? Let's see who you have been watching for a while. Who remembers back when the Fallen Lightsabers were running $10 out of nowhere? I couldn't tell you when it was, to be honest. It was at least a few months ago, but finally they've settled back to where they should be. Yeah. We're going to keep going, though. Oh, foil. I probably won't talk about these, to be honest, but this seems terrible. Like Victor Leader, like I said, I generally probably won't talk about these, but you're selling this for $30. You pay $30 for the pack, and this is a higher ended hit, right? It's the foil version. Why buy the packs unless you're strictly chasing serialized, right? Because I know those have sold or are selling for a crazy amount. But if the only thing is like a very small chance, then prestige packs will not be worth it, or carbonite packs will not be worth it. Maybe I'm tripping, but oh well. We're gonna move on here. We got Bazine. Bazine gets more targets. I think Bazine is a good card. Own them if you don't. Jedi Lightsaber also finally took a dive. There's a rare. That's interesting. Wow. Presale $9 for this rare. I don't know about all that, but sure, you do you. Same with Executor here. I definitely don't think this is ever worth $13. I think this card's terrible. I could see this at like $1, but oh well, we're gonna move on. Limited Power is a decent cheap pickup, as tradition. I like to buy cheap legendaries, so there is that. What else do we have here? 50. Yes. Ugh. That kind of bugs me, to be honest. I figured they'd be worth more just because the pack is so expensive. Change of Heart is okay. The rest of these cards all kind of suck, though. Annihilator presale at 20. Still pretty steep, to be honest. So, considering... Oh, I guess this is the hyperspace. Never mind. Maybe I missed the other one, but... what else we got? Force Lightning. Probably worth picking up. There's a Force set coming. Maybe it gets good. It's only $2. What is the worst that could happen? General's Blade, whatever. Spark Rebellion. Still crazy good card. Probably doesn't go back up because nobody seems to love it. Plus yellow gets more discard, so... I don't know. Well, what else do we got here? Don't care about these prestige foils that are dirt. IG 2000 is one I'd maybe consider actually picking up. Just because I think IG 2000 is a house of a card and will be in a ton of stuff. But still, I'm not going to buy them, but I could see a world where these might actually hold value. Ewing, we still die on this hill, right? There's a lot of people out messing around with Starhawk. I don't know if Starhawk's any good, but if you're playing Starhawk, you could be playing Ewing. I don't know. In testing, I haven't, done much heroism, but I think Villainy has a strong setup this next set, so I don't know. Chancellor Palpatine also a decent pickup if someone breaks Akbar, right? But the odds of that, I think, are a little slimmer, but I could be wrong. Not going to talk about that. That's not too crazy. The first time we've seen Invincible, though, $13 pre-sale. It's on the 8th page. I'd be willing to bet this card costs $2, maybe $3. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. I'm excited to see where prices settle on this set. Obviously new sets are going to be hyped up, and I get it. But at the same time, you gotta look at that and think there's no way, like, especially Executor, right? Like, nobody's playing Executor in anything right now, and they're thinking $14 is valuable, like, just for maybe the namesake of the card, I guess. But moving on, though, I don't want to get too out of it. We got No Glory Only Results for $3. It's pre-sale, right? This one I could maybe see, probably not though, but maybe, because it is a good blue removal. It definitely slots in to blue like where Vanquish used to, and it's a rare, so I could see it holding an okay price tag. Saltine got no love, so maybe it will get some action. But whoa, there's a serialized on here. That's kind of crazy. How do they? Oh, okay, 47. I was supposed to say, how do they tell you which one it is? $700 though. That looks cool. I can't lie. I think Fireball's a really good card, but it's an uncommon realistically, so probably not gonna spend $700 on it. Endless Legions, if this actually works out, like I said, there's a lot of people testing out Starhawk with Endless Legions and Han and stuff like that. I'm not sure. I personally haven't tested the list, but I've seen it floating around. If it pans out, Endless Legions could possibly get a little love. I don't know if it will, right? Like, it seems a little like a combo pipe dream, but still, it's something worth considering while they're still under $2. It's like my go-to with legendaries, you know, so... what else do we have here that really strikes my fancy? Shadowcaster also kind of has no home, so that feels bad. Yeah, we're gonna go last page here. What we got? Nothing. Gore. A bunch of prestige cards. So Katana, I think, is actually pretty good. $3 on it isn't that outrageous. Same with IG 2000. I mean, it's pre-sale, right? Maybe they'll dip anyways. Yeah, this was kind of a dead last page, but that's all right. It means we get more time to talk about the GOAT himself. Well, come on, let me see it. What do we got? $1.35. That's criminal. Wow. We have one sold for $1.22. Man, they're trying to hold out on me. Maybe, like I said, set 6, baby. It's Tarful's time to shine. But that's all I got this time. Let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed the video, let me know what you're buying, what you're selling, whatever it may be. I'm always here to chat. And drop a thumbs up for me if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.